Time now for At the Market from Neiman's Family Market in St. Clair. At the Market is brought to you by CTV Community TV for Marine City in St. Clair and Ascension River District Hospital. Now let's join our host for this week's At the Market.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of At the Market. We're at Neiman's Market and I'm Kristin Bane along with Max Zimmer.
Hello. From
the Inn on Water Street and the Inn Kitchen. So today what we're going to do is show you another way to use the ever abundant corn that is in season right now. And this is just another take on grits. So corn grits without using a grits mix or the grain, but using fresh corn, butter, Parmesan cheese. We're going to blacken some shrimp and do a great little twist on shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits.
All right.
So the Inn on Water Street houses the Inn Kitchen. And right now we're going into the end of our summer season, so we're changing things up a little bit in our specials and look for a menu change shortly in the future here, getting into some comfort foods for the fall season. And all of you that are coming out to check out all the colors of the fall season and sit on the river and come hang out with us at the Inn on Water Street. So what we're going to do first is start with our corn, which Max roasted before we left and got left a little bit of the skin on. Now you tell them how you do it too at home, because you take the husks right off.
Yeah, there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can soak it and peel some of the husk off and do it that way right on the grill. You
Right.
can do some of the husk, a little bit of oil. But personally, I just cut off the silk at the end and I throw it right on the grill. I don't soak it. If you have fresh corn, it should have a lot of moisture in there and it won't burn. It'll get a nice roasted color on there.
Right. And speaking of that moisture, we're going to take advantage of that moisture when we blend it to make this grit dish for you. So, nice way to do this is to use a little sheet pan with some edges on it. So you can take the skin off, the husk. Take the husk off. Now you can take this little end off and make it a little bit flatter so you're not wobbling all around while you're trying to cut. And then you just shave the corn right down. And the sheet pan helps to just catch it all because it likes to fly around the table and get real messy. And that's about as messy as we're going to get.
Yeah, we already have some.
We already have some ready to go here. So that is that. And then you just take those corn kernels and put them right into the blender, and then I'll let you do the honors of spicing things up here.
Yes. So for the corn, once we have it in there, we're going to get it a little bit of salt in there.
A pinch of sea salt.
Pinch of sea salt, a little bit of sugar, bring up some of the sweetness.
And you can do both of those to taste. If you get this done and you think it needs a little more salt or a little more sugar, that's what you do.
Yep. And then once we have our salt and sugar in there, we can throw it on the blender.
Could even throw a couple chives in there just for good measure. And then you just pulse it. Now, let you pour that in there. And actually, what you want to do is reserve some of your kernels so that you can put them right in for texture. So it's not just a mushiness, it has some chunks in there too.
Yeah.
So we're going to heat this up on the stove.
While we're letting that get hot, we'll move on to the shrimp, and we're just going to do a simple blackening on here. So we have our seasoning right there.
This is a blackened seasoning that we use at the restaurant. You can use your favorite blackening season. You can come up with your own.
Let's get some butter in there. Get that going.
And the main thing with shrimp is you don't want to overcook. So each side, what do you think, about a minute and a half?
Yeah, about that. It's not too long. You can tell if they start to curl and touch themselves, you've probably gone a little too far.
Now you're getting personal.
So here, normally I would do this in a bowl, but we got a little bag right there. Get them nice and seasoned. And once your butter's fully melted here, like so, we can start tossing some of these shrimp in.
Awesome.
Should I do it all?
This is great. You're going to want to stick with us. We're going to keep cooking here, but you're going to want to stick with us. Paul will be interviewing Helen McCartan of the St. Clair County Art Association, and she's going to tell you all about this pop-up gala that'll be happening, and you're going to really want to be a part of it. It's something new, something different to do, and I'll let her give you more details on that, but stay tuned for Helen. All right, so what do we do?
All right.
Cook.
Yep, so we're going to let our shrimp cook down here for a second. Make sure they're nice and
We are used to working on a
seasoned.
flame stove or have a... They haven't gotten us a gas stove yet, so...
All right, and over here, while this
Just
is
takes a minute.
coming up to temperature, basically we just want to get this hot. We already roasted the corn, so it's already cooked.
Yep.
It just needs to get warm again, so we'll be able to finish it off. And when we do that, we're going to be adding a little bit of butter, Parmesan cheese, and some bacon.
Yeah. The butter for obvious reasons, because it's butter. And then the Parmesan will help to bind it a little bit too. So it'll have a real nice creamy texture to it. And then bacon is a no-brainer.
Of course.
And chives from the garden. So all these things that you're getting an abundance of in your garden, just great uses. Another thing that is so abundant right now, tomatoes and peaches. You know, you can do great salads and use them together. Peaches, tomatoes, balsamic vinegar, feta cheese, and just, you know, use these products that we're blessed with this time of year. So the In Kitchen is doing very well. We're, about 5 months old now?
Yeah, about 5.
We're about 5 months old now and growing, and people are really taking to the place well and enjoying our surroundings. Great river view, part of a 25-room boutique hotel, the Inn on Water Street. Just gorgeous. So, you know, Google it, look it up, check the rooms out, come and stay with us. Like I said, some menu changes coming up for fall. And you'll really enjoy this. The scenery from the place. The place has a great ambiance. It's a kind of an upscale farmhouse feel, and we're always cooking fresh fish, Mariner's Catch. Each week we do a different farmer's cut steak, whether it's beef or pork, or, you know, we always come up with something new to put on special.
All right, getting a little bubbling going on
All
here,
right.
so we know we're getting warm. A little swirl. Turn it down a bit while the shrimp do
You know,
their
flip
thing.
these little suckers.
Yeah.
We're using a 1620, so shrimp is measured by size. So 1620, 2125, that means about how many you're getting per pound. So as you get into 25, 30, that's how many shrimp are in the pound. So the smaller the number, the bigger the shrimp. These are 1620s, but shrimp cook down and get a little shriveled,
They do.
unfortunately.
As you can tell the difference from
Yeah.
that to what's happening right here.
We
They
always
do
go for the
change.
biggest shrimp we can find. Can we drop a little butter in that?
Oh, yes.
A little cheese?
The butter, probably about 2 of these. So you're looking at probably about 2 tablespoons
About 2
almost.
tablespoons
A little
of
less, a
butter.
little more.
And I think that was the equivalent of 3 ears of corn that we put into the blender. So that'll give you a good healthy serving, or enough where 2 could share.
All right, and don't be shy with the cheese.
Yeah, never be shy with Parmesan cheese.
And you get that going.
You're in for a treat, all you tasters.
All right. Keep that swirling around. Our shrimp here. I always give them a little squeeze.
Yeah.
See
Looking
what they
good.
feel like they're getting close. So
I'm gonna do the fun part. I'm gonna do the garnish part.
the garnish. All right, if you want to grab the bowl, we got just splashed on there.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, our butter's starting to melt. Our cheese is starting to melt, so we know we're hot in there.
And I was informed by Paul that this is the last show of our 10th season. That's amazing. That's awesome. So, and we get to do the last show. So they must like us a little bit.
We were here for the first of the season, and we're here for the last. So we'll add a little bacon to it now. That's also going to be part of our garnish.
Okay.
Alrighty. I'm calling it good on the shrimp.
Yep, lay me some grits in here.
All right. So we're gonna put the grits in the bottom of the bowl, and it is gonna run about. That's okay. That's what we want. And then we're gonna do the shrimp right towards the middle.
Right in the center. Presentation is key here. You want to make sure people eat with their eyes. So if you're doing this at home for some guests, you got to make it look good. Taste good and look good. Awesome. Might as well put them all on there.
I'm putting them all. I was debating, I hold a couple back.
Might as well do it all.
Go big or go home.
So by the way, this is a special we'll be featuring this weekend. So if it's looking really good to you here, you need to come down and visit us this weekend and have that. Little lemon zest. A little more crumbled bacon. A little more Parmesan cheese. And some fresh chives from the garden. And there you have a little take on shrimp and grits. So we hope you've enjoyed that. Please stay tuned for Paul and Helen to give you the lowdown on the pop-up gala for the St. Clair County Art Association. It's been our pleasure to do CTV, and we'll be back next season. So come see us at the Inn Kitchen and come see me at the Schoolhouse Grill on Harson's Island. Thank you very much. Thanks,
Thank
Max.
you. It was fun.
I'm Dr. Lee Batcheldor, Chief Medical Officer for Ascension River District Hospital. I'm speaking to you on behalf of the hundreds of outstanding physicians, associates, and volunteers who provide personalized, compassionate, high-quality health care at our beautiful hospital on South River Road. We've been proudly serving this community for more than 50 years. Even more important, we plan to continue serving this community for a long time to come. Always remember that we are here when you need us, 24 hours a day, right here, right now, today, and in the future.
Welcome back to At the Market. This is the final show of the 10th season, which is absolutely amazing to us. We started out in the parking lot of the Riverview Plaza until like the second season when the wind blew us away and the rains got to us. We said we need to get inside someplace, and Brian Neiman, who is one of our hosts, was nice enough to say that we could come here, gave us a nice table to work with, and ever since we've been here, now the ending of the 10th season. Kristin Bane, who was just on before us, is down at the Inn Kitchen in Marine City next to the Inn on the Water Street. If you haven't had a chance to get there yet, make sure that you do. There's a wonderful event coming up called the Pop-Up Gala, and one of the people, probably the chairperson, aren't you?
Of the committee,
Helen McCartan.
the whole project,
Helen McCartan is with us, and you are with the St. Clair Art Association.
Yes.
What is it all about?
It's basically a fundraiser for the St. Clair Art Association.
All right.
All ticket sales, which are $35 a ticket,
Okay, 35 bucks.
go to support the Art Association,
Okay, so
not the event itself. The event itself, we have sponsors who have donated funds for all the expenses that go to that event.
So many organizations put things on and they have to make money in order to pay for the event. The event's already paid for.
Yes.
Wonderful.
We live in a very generous community.
Yeah.
And so with grants and with donations from companies and businesses and private donors, we were able to meet the expense cost because people were excited about it's totally different and it's taking a risk.
What is the event?
The Pop-Up Gala stems from what took place in France called the En Blancs, where people gather to celebrate. Okay. And so you bring your own table, chairs, food, drink, music is provided, and a brief program, and people celebrate. We took that idea and we thought, how can we make that into a fundraiser and not just, paying to pay the bands and whatever, but as a fundraiser. The idea really models what our mission is. It supports the arts. It brings people together in a very unique, artistic, and creative way to support art. And it's art for all, as many of us believe, and it should be a great celebration.
Okay. What's going on? Where's it going to be held?
It's going to be held at the courtyard in the Riverview Plaza. The band is an 8-piece band, the Blue Water Kings. We will have a brief program, and people will dine and mingle with friends, visit the gallery and see what the gallery is all about. And then a short program thanking our sponsors and talking about the arts a bit. And from there, it's dancing under the stars.
But it is a unique event because you bring your own food, you bring your own table, you bring your own chairs.
Right, and
wow.
You know, lots of people, we've Googled a lot of places that are doing something like this. Some are called galas, some are called en blancs. We've kind of made it our special event. People are asked to wear our color coordination to be black, white, or a combination of both. Non-disposable place settings. Non-disposable.
So you want real plates.
Real plates.
Real silverware.
Real silverware.
Oh, cool.
And they can bring their favorite drink, whatever that might be. Some people have different ideas.
Yeah.
Some are going to come with a group of 6 or 8, and they've divided up. You bring this, I'll bring the dessert, a potluck. Others have said as I've read some of the Google comments from other places, people who have gone to them year after year after year, they'll say, well, you know what, I spend so much time visiting and dancing and talking to friends, all I bring is my dessert and a glass of wine, you know?
Well, that's not a bad idea either.
It's up to whatever people want to do. The St.Clair website, Art Association website, has information. The window in the gallery also is specific as to what's required.
I don't know whether you and I have said what the date is.
The date is September 8th.
Okay.
And the event is from 6:30 to 11. People go to a registration table. From there, they take their place settings and tables. And the tables don't have to be very large. Many people
You don't have to bring an 8-foot table.
No, many people bring those camping tailgate tables, you know. Some use wagons to carry their things. Some use granny carts, if you're old enough to remember the granny carts.
My mother told me about it.
Okay, I bet she did.
Tell me the name of the band again.
They are the Blue Water Kings out of the Detroit area.
Blue Water Kings, so people should probably Google that because they're a pretty phenomenal band.
We were pretty impressed with them. Yes, they're going to be there playing most of the night.
Okay.
And,
so I get tickets how again?
Either from the St.Clair Art Association website, or in the Art Association itself.
Okay.
And
What's the
website? The website. Let me let's see. www.stclairart.org.
Yep. StClairArt.org. It's a pretty simple one.
Yep.
And all the information is there, but it's a pop-up gala on Saturday, September the 8th, right after Labor Day.
Rain or shine.
Schools are back. Rain or shine. Good.
And
$35.
All to support the Art Association.
And all that money goes to the Art Association.
All of it.
Great.
Thank you.
Wow. Did we miss anything?
No. We're excited. We really don't know what to expect, and we're hoping that it's going to be a fun time.
It's going to be a fun night. That's your invitation to come to the pop-up gala on September the 8th. And now let me give you another invitation. Go ahead, sir. Another invitation, and that is to the Taste Fest, which is always held in October at River District Hospital. All of the restaurants, the 20 restaurants that have been on this 10th season of At the Market, will be in the lobby of River District Hospital on Monday, October the 8th, the 9th, the 8th or 9th. You have to check the calendar on that, whatever that Monday is. And you pay a small fee again, and you get to come in and sample all the food from all the 20 restaurants, and the profits go to the East China Education Foundation and to the Hope Fund at the River District Hospital. So mark that in your calendar too, the first Monday in October, Taste Fest at River District Hospital. I'm Paul Dingeman. Thanks very much for watching this 10th season of At the Market. Till next year, we'll see you soon.
You've been watching At the Market from Neiman's Family Market in St. Clair. At the Market is brought to you by Ascension River District Hospital and CTV Community Television for Marine City and St. Clair. Join us again soon for another At the Market.